That cat, I've never had a cat like that before. Like, she comes up to me screeching in my ear, wanting to be petted.
She does that.
And I'm like, okay, I've had this with clingy cats before. Like, I pet them.
What did you say, clingy cats?
Clingy.
Okay.
Lay off my speech impediment.
You don't have it. Shut up. Making me look like a bad person. You don't have a speech impediment.
I was in speech therapy. Thank you for joining our family.
We're happy you're here.
Good morning, everybody. How are you doing?
Hi.
My baby's dying right over now.
I'm gonna be super honest.
Honesty.
I'm really struggling to steer my ship with positivity this morning. Anyone who is watching this knows that I'm honest to a fault, and I'm pretty sure that my monthly is getting ready to come. And monthly cycles when you have PCOS, like, not that they're like fun in any other situation, but definitely with PCOS, because there's just a whole other set of things that you go through during your monthly. Ain't no joke. And I literally feel like, I don't know, I'm just sick to my stomach with nausea.
And you're still recovering from the bladder infection.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things overlapping. Yep. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like the devil's working on us, like, these last couple weeks. Like, since the start of this year, he knew we had big things planned, and he heard us talking about them.
The devil in the form of Cuttlebug. So, here's what I'm dealing with. No, my wife had fun dealing with the cats while I was out doing my stuff. I am running on so little sleep, it's not even funny. I don't even remember. Like, I did a couple of 24-hour shifts. Didn't I, sweetie?
Too many.
Yep. And each time, like, it was followed up with not a full night of sleep, more like a few hours. Today, I should say yesterday, I ended up getting, like, how many hours thanks to Cuttlebug? Like, I laid down from 12 to, 4?
Probably got 30 minutes out of that, if anything.
That cat, I've never had a cat like that before. Like, she comes up to me screeching in my ear, wanting to be petted.
She does that.
And I'm like, okay, I've had this with clingy cats before. Like, I pet them.
What did you say, clingy cats?
Clingy.
Okay.
Lay off my speech impediment.
You don't have it. Shut up. Making me look like a bad person. You don't have a speech impediment.
I was in speech therapy.
Seriously? I still love you. I chose you.
Third grade sucked. Anyway, for many reasons. That's why I dropped out and never went back. So, yeah, I've had clingy cats before. Clingy cats. So she comes over, screeching. I just fell asleep in that 1 minute. I'm very impressed I didn't kill the cat. So I'm petting her, and I'm just like, okay, like every clingy cat I've ever had before, she's gonna lay down, she's gonna cuddle up, she's probably gonna sleep with me, we're going cuddle. That's why I call her Cuttlebug. This cat does not lay down. She just stands on top of my chest, staring at me intensely. This is freaky.
She has really weird eyes, too. They stare into your soul.
Yes, and I just keep petting this cat. I just keep petting her, and I was like, really?
You're like, I must not stop petting.
And I stop, and she screeches at me. And this happens so many times till I finally screw her off of me to the floor. She jumps back up on me, and this just goes on and on until finally she calms down and goes to the door. I'm like, okay, I'm going to sleep. I find out why she went to the door. You come in. It was a fun day. So, enough of us complaining and whining.
I've never met, like, two cats that, like, don't take a hint.
She ate her food.
Like, you know what I mean? We must be really good pet parents, because, like,
You haven't killed her yet?
Well, no, just because, like, they're so trusting.
They are unbelievable.
And, like, they keep coming back. Like, I worry if I, like, you know, nudge Elijah out of my face. Because, like, let's be honest, no one wants a cat sit on their face, right? So it's not like... When he says throw, that's a bad word. He's just, like... He moved her to the floor. Like, don't spread rumors. But anyways.
Cat lands on their feet. It's fine.
But they just keep coming back.
They do, and, like, I've seen her, like, push the cat off, and the cat is just like, no, dead weight, crawling back on you, dead weight, it's okay, it's not violent protest.
What is that I hear? Silence? Meow, meow, better fill it.
And then they decide to eat her. We store food in our room, because if we don't, they will eat it. And by they, I mean the people at home. And we don't have that much money.
We don't have everything. There's just, like, you know, some staples, like, you know, like if I'm nauseous or having a bad day, like those oodle noodles.
Yes.
Just, like, come in handy. So sometimes it's, like, good to, like, have those on hand.
It's, like, her favorite saying. She's had them for, like, forever. Seriously, we've had them for quite some time. I don't remember where we bought them, even. And, the cats, we finally made one. The cats learned their food. And they broke into them. She's pissed.
Well, I'm not pissed. It was just, like, I'm annoyed with myself that, like, I was hearing noises and, like, didn't get up.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm sure it's not important.
I'm very sure we can easily salvage them. They only, like, popped a few tops. Like, the food was never touched. So just, like, pour some water in it that's really hot, cover it with something else, should be fine.
Ew.
Really?
If there's puncture marks, that one needs to be thrown away. Honestly, we've had it for a while.
Okay. Little Miss afraid to kiss a cat.
Actually, I kiss Elijah all the time. Me and Elijah, like, I love him. Like, give me kisses.
I love you.
He doesn't always want to, but I kiss him anyways.
So, this is our morning walk. If you notice, it's extremely dark out. Welcome to Oregon, where in the morning, it's not morning until like 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Let's have a discussion about how I have so many marks on me. More so than I've ever had since we got in the cats. Did I tell you, you know how you just got done saying Cuddlebug is a beast? Cuddlebug bit the skin on my hand. Like, who knew that was even skin you could bite? And, like, I would not let go. I was about to lose my shit. It hurt really bad. And then, like, you know, she lets go and, like, there's barely a mark and you're like, why was I?
There's, like, no evidence. She sent me a text message of the picture and I was like, what's wrong with your hand? I'm like, what? You know, like, under, like, the cat bit me. Like, no.
She would not let go. I was surprised I wasn't bleeding.
I'll show you scars. No.
Anyways, I'm over it. So, yeah, it's super dark here. It gets light, late, dark, early. I don't understand it. I miss my sunshine.
So I think we've talked a lot about, like, we're trying to do a lot of different things. Many different ventures. Some together, some apart. Of course, it's always together because we support each other.
Love you.
I'm looking to, like, really start things off right now. The things are starting to kind of, like, figure out and work, you know, her vagina's working again. And, like, start taking steps towards what I need to do. So I've started to, like, look at creating my own schedule, so I know what I'm doing every day, and I'm looking at making sure I'm consistently doing about probably 16-hour days, maybe even 18 at times.
But his problem is he doesn't use those remaining hours to sleep. He, like, finds something else to do where he's like, it's too late now, I should just stay up and start tomorrow. And I'm like, that's not healthy, and, like, it just stresses me out. But anyways, we are working on that.
But I always believe in a schedule, and I believe, like, making sure you're always up at this time, no matter what, it's extremely important. I mean, I already pull a lot of 24-hour shifts, so I should be okay.
That doesn't mean that's a good thing.
No, but I don't think it's anything that's ever going to stop. Doctors have tried to help me. Clinical insomniac. Hold on. Sorry about that.
And we're back.
Anyway, clinical insomniac, yeah, it's just something I'll fight with forever. But I want to address like why we never like really say what the stuff is that we're doing. I believe you've actually been much more open than I have. And I think one of the reasons why I haven't, at least not yet, is fear. Lots of fear. Not of like what the world thinks of me. More of just saying what I'm trying to do is accepting that I'm actually trying to do it. And like taking a step outside of your comfort zone to like do something more than just like literally apply for a job. Know that's going to work can be, very scary. Like starting your own business is very scary. Trying to do multiple things, trying to literally follow a childhood dream can be very scary. And I don't think I'm at that point that even saying it out loud, knowing that I'm going to look at this video, edit it, is almost crippling. So, like, the schedule is not like that, like this large schedule is not the first step. The first step is truly making sure I can overcome my own fears of what I am doing. Trying to believe that I can actually do what I'm doing and not be afraid of the failure that may come. Thankfully, I have a wonderful partner.
I love you.
I love you too.
Are you talking about Tune?
Yes.
Give me a guess.
I think he quit last night.
What?
I think he quit last night when I shot him in the face.
Oh.
I'm sure he'll be back.
I hope that you know that I think you're Superman and you're gonna do great things. I believe in you.
I believe in you too.
You need to believe in you.
I'm impressed by you every day. Did you tell him about the meeting? Coming up to this today? Coming up this morning? They were at like 4, right? 5.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, it's at 5.
I'm so sorry, I'm so tired. 5. Yeah, she's got a nursing meeting coming up for not nursing meeting. I'm sorry, I'm all excited.
I'm excited too. So basically it's just they're holding like 3 like advising sessions where they basically like make sure that like you don't idiotically do something wrong on the application. So they go through it page by page. It's a chance to ask some questions, make sure you don't make any silly mistakes. Am I allowed to say it? Clatsups? Well, I'll say it. You can click it out if you want to, but Clatsups Community College, their nursing program runs on a point system. Mm. So, they tell you exactly how the point breakdown is, how you can get, I don't want to say bang for your buck, but, the most points to your name. And, they say, it said on the website, please plan on attending one of these, but we just want to we're just moving forward assuming that that's, a mandatory thing, because I don't want to, have something so silly, you know what I mean? It's not super far away, we can go sit there, be a deterrent for me. It's easy to go. Do you know what I mean? And also, I don't want to make a silly mistake on my application and have them be like, well, if you had gone to the meeting.
And
do you know what I mean?
Especially you don't want to make the mistake that, if you got into the meeting, we wouldn't be rejecting you right now because you should have just gone to the meeting as it's mandatory. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure it's mandatory. We're going back and forth whether it's mandatory or not.
So I'm actually interested to see if they have a sign-in sheet of some sort, because if I walk in and they don't, I'm gonna find myself thinking how will you know who went?
Yep.
Because there's nothing on the application that says put the date of the advising session that you attended. So I'm hoping there's some sort of sign-in sheet.
And this is the last advising session, so it's now or never.
Well, it wasn't we slacked. It was just
She did.
No. It was already past the other 2 and we I thought you were about to hit me. I'm sorry. I don't what? You don't do that, but I just saw your hand. I'm sorry. We were already past the other 2 when we decided to attempt this and see where the Lord would lead it. So I'm just thankful that it's fallen into place, that there was another one left.
Actually, that's not true. It wasn't that it was before we attempted it. We attempted it. It got hung up on somebody who did not push it in the right direction.
Oh, yeah.
And we had to, do our own footwork, basically call the higher up that they were supposed to be talking to.
Yeah.
And get the ball rolling. In between this time, we missed all the advising sessions. And if we didn't, we may still be waiting and could have missed everything.
You're right. I'm actually remembering this, differently.
It's so easy to, forget a lot of these details as we've been running around and just hoping that the people we're talking to are doing their job. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to attack this person if somehow they watch this. I'm not, because I don't know what you may be dealing with. You may have had so much on your plate. Maybe it wasn't even you who dropped the ball.
Might have just been me, not formulating my questions correctly, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's just simple oversight, I thought you were asking this.
I don't know, whenever they're like, we'll make sure such and such gets it in, they'll call you. And then they don't get it and they don't call you. It's really hard to, but thank you for giving them grace.
I'm a good person.
You are.
Accept me. I'm just kidding.
So yeah.
I said
no
the name
harm, no foul.
I said the name of the school, so I don't want to be a jerk.
No harm, no foul. We got the ball rolling. We did what we needed to do.
Maybe you should blank that out.
We're on a good direction. We got
that we're excited about.
Little Miss, I post our address every single comment. Do you think they're not going to figure out what college you're going to?
That's different.
Dead silent.
No.
Dead silent.
I said that's different. Sorry, there's a bug in here. But
it's
anyways.
Dead. Are you happy? Small little, you can't even see it. It's dead. It had families. It had millions of babies. It was Fly Jeebus.
Stop. Stop it.
I love you.
So anyways, we will keep you guys posted on this.
It's a big day. I'm very low on sleep. I don't think we can record out there. I apologize greatly. So
it's
this
really
is
dark.
It. Thank you for joining the family.
Is it actually darker than you anticipated?
Yes, and I looked on the clock. It's going to be dark for another 2 hours. We're not going to sit out here for another 2 hours. I apologize. I really wanted to give you a nice walk on the beach, especially in case this was our only video, because they're not going to accept us bringing this camera into the advising session. Mm-hmm. That's for sure. And
we have other things beforehand, so in case the day gets away, we wanted to make sure that we, took advantage of, our... What's wrong?
I'm just going to move the car.
Yeah.
I think we're in a no parking zone. You keep talking. I'm going to find a new parking spot. We're going to walk.
Okay. Our time in the sense of our goals and our resolutions. So before the day gets away and we don't get our exercise in, yep. We wanted to make sure that we got that out of the way. And this is I'm sorry. I'm gonna do some self pats on the backs because it was so hard to get up and I about killed him when he woke me up. Because I honestly had only just gotten to sleep maybe 2 hours before.
I woke her up with a kiss and she started swinging at me.
No, I didn't. I was shaking.
She started swinging at me.
Be honest. Did I really, or was I shaking?
You took a few swings. I tucked my body and you can't hit me if I'm tucked in. Thank you, jujitsu.
You act like I beat you, not on purpose. It's startling when you're half asleep and you don't expect to be jostled awake.
Yeah.
Don't tell them in a bad way. You're making me insecure. But anyways, so we wanted to make sure that we were standing by our decisions, or standing behind our promises,
yeah.
both to you guys and to ourselves.
Yeah.
So sometimes there are days that you have to wake up earlier and you have to make time.
Yeah.
So this is crazy. It is almost pitch black. It is ridiculous. And we are gonna go on our walk.
Yep.
And this is good because I've missed you to death, and maybe this will be good a couple of times too.
So thank you for joining the family.
We're happy you're here.